That's nice. Very nice. Mm-hmm. Hold on, I'll be with you in a minute. Yeah, I know. You dick. Thank you. Sup, Doug? Muted? I'm not talking. Very low? It's pretty high for me. Hello. Let me just check myself before I wreck myself. Very low? That sounds very good to me. I am okay. I'm very okay. In 2 streams at once. Who else is streaming? Is it, Bob's doing well, too. I'm doing okay. You sound okay. I'm slowing down. Uh-oh. What is the meaning of life? Yeah. I'm gonna... Thank you for the... Something happened? Yeah, something good happened. I guess. Or ball's too big. It's not big enough, honestly. I actually have about, 10... No, 12. We buy boxes of these things, like 9 or 10 in one box. And it's 2 liters each, and like 4 or 5 pounds, whatever that is. And, yeah, we drink that a lot. I'm gonna wait for like another minute or so before I start addressing matters. What phone call? Well, all the phone calls. Shout out to Bob. Bob cool. Who's this Lithuanian? It's me. Hello. It's me. It's not you. It's me. Are you China? We're just there. No, I'm not in China. I'm in Japan. I need to know who we are. Something good? Gina, you meet a girl? Gina, know a girl? I've been with a girl for like nearly a year now. Hey Bob, how you doing? Hey everyone. Fresh Orange here. The internet's busiest music nerd. Sorry about that. You know the Christian series, I just wanted to thank you for making it. Thank you. Why'd you move to Japan? I work here and I live here and are you safe from Japan is like the safest place in the world. Of course I'm safe. Yeah. Did you know about your Chris obsession? Yes, of course. You can move out of the way. Like my boob, but I'm not ready for the dimension merge, no. Been in Japan for over a year now. So, I came for quick. Oh no. Can you speak Japanese? Not well, but how are the Hong Kong protests? What the Western media says is bullshit. Not a Japanese wife, no. How much Japanese do you know? A fair amount. I can probably carry out a conversation pretty well. So, okay, we're about 3 minutes in. Safe until North Korea. Okay. Okay. 165 people. That's a lot of people. You're in Japan too? Connor G. Hello. How you doing, Connor G? Did you get the shape of the socket this on the instant? I don't know. I was never in America. I was there for like a week. What is this about? Okay, let's go. Hey, SSD Ninja, how you doing? Hope you're doing well. It's been a while. For the death, though, yours is the greatest documentary I've ever watched. Keep watching episodes over and over. Thank you. So, let's go. So, as you might be... Bob is sniffing down my neck. Okay, as you might be aware, there have been a lot of phone calls recently in the recent episodes, and people more than ever have been complaining about it. And I'm here to address some issues regarding those. You got your wife into the series. God damn. Well done. Personally, I think the phone calls are quite interesting. The hamster post. Well, if you haven't seen the latest episode, then you didn't get the hamster post. Would you agree with me? 2009 was the most fun year of Chris history. I don't know about that, because once I'm out of the phone calls, the things get really exciting really fast, I think. Especially after the Alex saga kind of ends after part 26. We get the phone calls are hella interesting. I think so too. After the phone calls, and Alec is like the last phone call saga, as far as I know. It's during this era, people have been recording phone calls with their interactions with Chris, and after Alec, no one really did that anymore. There was like a phone call here or there, but it wasn't like a saga. Jackie, of course, sent lots of emails, like, I don't know, 30 pages worth of emails, which is crazy. And but phone calls and voice recordings didn't really happen all that much after Alec. So please enjoy that when that comes. Personally, I think the Alec calls are more interesting than the Casey or the Jack stuff. People have been saying that Alec is so boring and unfunny. Well, Alec was never meant to be funny. It's like saying that the new Joker movie is not funny. It's not the point. The Joker is not meant to be funny, I believe. The same as Alec is not meant to be funny. I think everyone, like all the trolls who contributed to the phone calls, like Clyde Cash and Jack Thaddeus, Casey, Alec Benson Leary, they all had their own shtick and their own way to try to get him to improve himself. Not the Jew, no. I like the phone calls. It's interesting hearing the Chris speak when he's still semi-lucid. What's that Freudian slip? That's not a Freudian slip. God damn it. What's going on with this song? My late... No. I just started. I love how Chris comments on the video still missing Alex's actual intention. Right. My sweet Casey. Yes, my sweetest Casey. So they all had their own shtick, their own attitude towards Chris. Jack Thaddeus, as many might agree, was quite unfunny and cringy. And Clyde Cash, too, was kind of cringy, I guess, to some people. I think he was kind of cool. He was portraying this little Joker parody himself. So I thought it was nice. It was like trying to be a super villain to Chris. Casey was trying to improve himself with tough love lots of times, even though lots of the things that she said was not accurate. Same with Alec Benson Leary, honestly. He was kind of treating Chris as a rational adult who made mistakes, but Chris is not a rational adult. Chris, is a man-child, you might say. So then... It's Not You, It's Not Me. Song will be drafting up at Mago and see how that goes. Hey, they loved It's Not You, It's Not Me. God damn. Thank you so much, Tim. I didn't really know that they would actually like that. God damn. I'm eager to see how that turns out. Thank you so much for your help. Tough like a Marine Sergeant. Exactly, like a Marine Sergeant. Alec isn't so much funny. Oh wait. But brilliant in how he deals with Chris. The funniness comes from reading Asperger, which is fucking hilarious. Yeah. Seriously though, Stalingrad was crazy. You're smart, you live in Japan. What did you do? What? Stalingrad? What? Stalingrad. Your new album is amazing. Thank you so much. Yes, new album is out now. Check out my music channel down below for more music, and the music channel is the hub of all things music. Anyway, I was actually trolling Alec at the same time. Yeah, that's what Chris said. This shit decided to autoplay. Well, why not? It's live. Having such older parents really messed him up. I'm sure Bob thought Chris would get better. Imagine being 80 when your son starts making videos on PlayStation camera. What microphone do you have, Gino? I've been trying to make a mini-series on another internet personality, but I don't have a good mic yet. Well, this is a Shure SM7B, which is like the most legit studio mic for voice that you can get. It's pretty good, but I love the album. My friend heard your music for the first time really with it and thought it was great. Reminded him of old stuff he loved. Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, some people don't like the phone calls. Like some people saying that the series used to be a lot faster and fast-paced, and now it's just dragging on with the phone calls. I'm not in control of Chris's life back in 2009, 2010. The point of the comprehensive history is to make things comprehensive, is to talk about pretty much everything. Having said that, I do summarize things on an awful lot. Even videos, you know, I would edit them down, and the point is that I want to get everything out at least once. And if Chris repeats himself and says the same thing more than once, establishes a known fact, I'm gonna cut that out most of the time, because it just makes the video shorter and run faster. Same with the phone calls. Like, did you know that there are over 23 hours of Casey calls? Did you know that? Did you know that? Are you glad that I edited them down? Same with Alec calls. I actually skipped the third Alec call completely. I just didn't mention it because it wasn't that interesting. And like, there was another call in part 23 where he listed all those 18 lists that Chris should apologize for, and of course I just summarized that and just said what he talked about, because that made the episode quicker. 23 hours with Miss Piggy, yeah. God damn. No, we did not listen to them all. God damn it. You know that very well. The series itself isn't even 23 hours yet. Chris has interacted with me several times. Not through talking, just with messaging. Also, the mumble chats as well. Lots of those were like over an hour long, and I summarized them down to about 5 or 10 minutes. The phone call, all the phone calls, like the Alec Benson Leary calls. The Alec Benson Leary calls also go on for a long time. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I am aware that it's not as fast paced as it used to be, but we're gonna get through this very, very quickly. Chris commented on my last video. Yeah, he did. Chris contacted me. I don't know. He already knew about the series back when it first was going up on Gino Samuel 2, the band's channel, and but he didn't make contact with me yet. And then my first interaction with him was when I inadvertently insulted his bathroom during a live stream, and insulted his friend, and he messaged me on Twitter being angry about it. But then he kind of got over his angriness pretty well. He gave me a shout out in a live stream that he did a while back, it was like a Discord interview or something. And he even offered to make he offered to make a Gino Samuel trading card for me, you know, part of his My Little Pony shipping game, which he streamed yesterday. I kindly declined the offer. Can you call your next album Talkin and Stalingrad? I don't think so. Cool. Yeah. Why didn't you say yes? Because I don't want to be part of the Chris thing so much. Like, I don't want the words Gino Samuel be printed in Christian's house. Okay. Okay, because that would be a really bad look for me. I don't want to be part of this, you know. Ben Saint is having a laugh with Chris, and he's getting a lot of hate for that too. And I don't really want to be directly involved with that sort of stuff. You know, would you explain the trading card rules and instructions? I might have to unsubscribe. I might have to explain that. Yeah. When's the next episode going to be released? Next weekend, I guess Saturday. And so now I'm going to address the phone calls again, because the next 2 episodes, I'm not going to lie, the first 15 minutes is going to be an Alec call, summarized, of course. You can imagine how long these are. So the Alec call, part 25. It's going to be pretty interesting. You know, I always make them interesting. I always try to make them at least interesting for myself. And that's the point, because there's a lot of bullshit being addressed. I'm going to cut... This music is too loud. There's always lots of bullshit that I cut out from the calls. Stuff that's already been established. Chris repeating himself. Alec or Co repeating themselves. Talking about things that have already been talked about. You know, so yeah, part 25 is a really strange episode. I'm not gonna lie. Part 25 is like the most strangest structure of an episode. Like 15 minutes is the Alec call, summarized from like an hour to 15 minutes or something, and next is the videos from February 2010. So you're gonna get the Quixicle, and you're gonna get the Magic Man videos, and after that, like 20 minutes, it's starting to issue 10, Director Amenities. It's really interesting, for me at least. And that's the point, because I'm interested in a lot of things, and if it's interesting for me, then hopefully it's interesting for you too. Thanks to 11 strong beverage. Oh my god. Are you planning to have another hiatus? I don't think so. I joined you and used Epic Telecaster like one of his routine notions. No! No! Quixicle is interesting. I actually discovered Quixicle very recently, like less than a month ago. I first heard of Quixicle. And Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. I had to censor that shit myself. If you don't know what Quixicle is, well, you're going to be in for a treat this Saturday/Sunday. Whew. Whew. And the Magic Man videos are also very interesting, I think. Okay. And part 26 also is going to start with 15 minutes of Alec call, the last Alec call, and I'm going to introduce it as Alec calls Christian one last time. So then you know that this is the end of the Alec calls. For those of you who are not that big of a fan of the Alec calls. Next upload is in about 6 days, 5 days, 6 days. The CPU thing, don't really understand. It's a reference to Hyperdimension Neptunia. This manga slash, I think, no, it's an anime slash anime style game where like you got these CPU goddesses who are representations of the various gaming systems. And Chris believes he's the goddess of the Commodore 64 universe or whatever. And basically, that's it. Basically, it's like his fascination with Sonic and Pokemon has been supplanted with My Little Pony and Hyperdimension Neptunia now. Yeah. After part 26, things are going to really be interesting, I think. And those of you who might think that I just let the phone calls play out to make the videos longer and get more ad revenue, that's not true. I don't get ad revenue for this. And I don't let the phone calls play out. There's a lot of editing involved. I first read through the entire chat log, the transcribed chat log on the Quickie, and I pick out the best information. I pick out the most juicy bits, and then when it's time for me to edit the video, which is probably a long time after I write the script, I go through the phone call recording itself and try to match it up with the summarized transcription that I got, and then I have to put that into After Effects to get the graphic of the waveform moving, to make it more interesting. I could just leave it as a blank screen and just leave it to black and just let you listen to it, like Frederick Newton might do sometimes. No offense, Frederick, but yeah, I try to do a bit more. And of course, then I have to do the actual subtitles, the on-screen subtitles. And I'm not gonna lie, a lot of the transcriptions of the videos and the sound recordings on the Quickie are very inaccurate. Probably transcribed by someone who is not a native speaker of English, or they might be, I don't know, and they just think that Chris is just spouting BS without any rhyme or reason, without any grammatical sense at all. And I'm listening to it. It's like, how did you think that the transcription of this video says that Chris said PlayStation 4 M's, like the number 4 and then M apostrophe S, like multiple 4Ms. Chris said forums. Forums! Don't know the word forum? So yeah, I gotta deal with that a lot of times. Subs are Bish. Bish? What subs? That's what caused the first hiatus. I have a feeling that Jim might be angry. Yeah, I'm sometimes angry. Right when Gino said there to Kojima. You listen to it from AKG headphones, you hear shit better from a $2 earplugs. You a white knight? I'm not a white knight. Do you like metal? I don't like metal, but my next album's gonna be a metal. A metal album, I mean. And what are these stickers on? I lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, the transcriptions suck. Right. So the thing is that when I make those transcriptions, Sony Vegas Pro is what I use, and basically I type them in or paste them in depending on whether the transcriptions are accurate or not, and then I have to align them and make them look pretty. Basically, if it's a long train of thought, if it's a long sentence, then I have to cut it somewhere and make it into 2 lines or 3 lines, and I have to make it look balanced and easy on the eyes, and that kind of takes some time. Actually, very recently, I discovered how to anchor that text file so it always stays on that one side. Like before part 23, I think they would always automatically center, in the center of the screen, and then I would have to drag it over manually with my mouse, and then very finicky attach it to the side of the screen the way it is now. And I just discovered very recently that I could just leave it anchored to the left, and then I don't have to do that anymore, and it makes it a lot easier, honestly. And I just discovered how to do this much easier at the very end of the phone call saga. And then, of course, after I check through all the subtitles, and if everything's synced up okay, and if everything looks okay, then I add those little 1 minute or 2 minute long panning photos to make it even more interesting, So it takes a lot of time. Actually, for those of you who think it's the easiest part, it's not. It's actually the hardest part. It's not exactly difficult, but it's just very, very time consuming, and it would be a lot easier if I didn't include the phone calls. But I'm very committed to making this comprehensive history as comprehensive as possible and as interesting as possible. I could just leave it out. I could just leave all the visuals out and just leave it just like the audio over a blank screen, but I want to make it interesting. I want to make it worth watching. And I'm so committed to this, I might have to be committed as well very soon. Not me, the number to what? What number? What number? What are we talking about? I'm from Lithuania, by the way. Who was asking? Backing up the episodes in the case that YouTube takes them down, right? Oh, I have the original files, so they're safe. How's the job going? The band I had? Oh, ZX41 Sexy Sex. That's it. Yeah. So this is where I'm gonna address the slowing down portion of the stream. I got a job. Yay me. So that means I might have to slow down the output of the videos. I'm guessing it might be down to 1 per month now, because I'm going to be working full time, 9 hours a day, not including transportation. Working from, I'm not sure yet, but during training I'm going to be working from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. So it's not a very nice, it's not a very easy, time schedule to do anything unless I go to bed very early and then wake up early in the morning so I could do more coding practice and editing. English teaching for now. But the thing is, since the phone calls are the most tedious part of the editing process, once those are out, I might be able to edit faster. So I'm reckoning it might be once per month, but it might be once every 3 weeks sometimes, or maybe once every 2 weeks. But I'm just giving you a warning, because I might have to slow down, because I have to look out for number one. I'm sorry, I love you all, but if I had a choice between getting a good night's sleep and looking at Christian's dick, I think I'm gonna choose sleep. I'm too protective of my child. I'm not going to bring anyone to edit it for me. Better than busking. Speaking of busking, I'm going busking on Friday. So check out the music channel. I'm going to be running through my repertoire, my quick bang. Oh my god. Is that the pizza video? Is that quick bang? Yeah, I'm gonna be running through my busking set list. I'm gonna be running through the songs, running through my equipment, see if everything's okay, see if I can actually sing for an hour, and see if the generator can generate enough power to to power me for an hour or so. So yeah, I'm going to be going on Friday. I'm going to be outside of a station somewhere, maybe in Shimbashi or Shinjuku, somewhere there. I'm going to be, probably my gift's going to be coming by to record me, at least for a little bit. I'm going to be live streaming the set list from my room as well, just to make sure if everything's working fine, if I can sing well, if it sounds well, if you like it. If everyone's in Tokyo at that time, please check me out. It's going to be probably around 7 or 8 p.m. It's going to be pretty dark. I gotta have to practice a bit more. I do go outside sometimes. God damn it, Jeff. Shut up. Out of the blue, but can you give me tips on how to memorize kanji more effectively? I could ask you the same things because I'm not good. I'm not good with this. I wouldn't do another lolcow thing. I'm working away on my script for my first documentary on the documentary channel, which is Junior Samuel 3. The link is in the description. Please check it out. Tokyo or Lithuania? Yes? Yes? I had to learn way too much about Christian over the past 4 days. I think it's a couple of... What's this talk about Stalingrad? Good night, Duma. When is it? When is the new doc coming out? I'm not sure yet. I'm still working on the script. I think it's gonna be interesting. Going to Tokyo mid-November. Ooh, I'm gonna be working. Lithuanian, but live in Tokyo? That's it. Yes. Also lived in Ireland for most of my life, so Mr. International here. Gino is a Christorian. He doesn't care about immature and unimportant events such as Stalingrad. Right. What documentaries are you planning? Sort of gaming related, tragedy related, curiosity related. More historical, I think. More older stuff than just 10 years ago, There's a sort of lolcow thing happening with William McGonagall, the so-called worst poet in history. So I'm gonna get that out eventually because I need more money to hire some actors, some voice actors. I want to get voice actors to do the parts because it's Scottish. It's set in Scotland, and I want an actual Scot to read the poetry to make it more worthwhile. And I'm gonna hire an illustrator maybe to make up some drawings of the scenes that I'm talking about as well. Where's the super chat? There is no super chat because this channel is not monetized. Where do I start watching from the new series? Well, you can start watching from part 14. Part 14 is the first brand new episode. Though parts 1 to 13 on this channel have been rejiggered a bit. They got a new narration track. I fixed some inaccuracies. I added some details here and there as well. So if you want a refresher, then you can go from part 1. But if you just want the new stuff, go from part 14. It's a good thing you picked up a job quickly because you had someone more prizes telecaster would. My prize telecasters. That's a phrase that I will never say. God damn. You son of a. Whoever Daddy Denied is on Discord. By the way, check out my Discord. Let me get a link in here. Invite people. Whoever's the dumbass who posted a Telecaster with a freaking F-hole in it, go screw yourself. Generate the new link. Okay. So if you're interested in joining the Gino Samuel Discord, there's the Discord link. What I like about Gino is how he actually has a job unlike most YouTubers. Hey. Have you looked up A-Log's? I haven't looked up A-Log's channel, no. Boys, me and the boys get together every time you upload to watch and discuss. God damn, you're still doing that? Thank you. Was Chris lying about being molested in school? I don't think he was molested. I think he was pinned down by the teachers, I guess, because he was having I don't know, autistic attack, panic attack or something, and so just to prevent him from hurting himself and others, they pinned him down to the floor, maybe tied him up or something, or put him in a screaming room is what it's called. That was probably possible, yeah. Though even if it was recorded, even though I don't think it was recorded, but if those Chris screaming tapes were recorded, I'd really love to hear that. Do you have your sights on any other lolcow? Well, I'm looking at Boogie very closely. I love Boogie. The F-Full provides 20% more warmth to your tone. Sure it does. Sure it does, buddy. Stalingrad the movie? I've seen the movie. That's a cool movie. We were trying to different where in Stalingrad Hitler held Stalin down and spanked and abused him. What is happening? What's happening to this chat? By the way, fresh orange here. You mean Jacob Sockness? I have exec accounting and digi marketing in for like 5 hours out for 5 hours. You should sleep, I'm not important. If the audio tapes from the principal's office are released, then you need to subtitle them. Of course I will. Of course I will. What are you going to do after Q Reforms is shut down? I don't think it is. I think Null runs a really tight ship. I don't care about the movie. I care about Stalingrad. Oh, haba. Have you heard that Chris did a live stream yesterday? I actually didn't watch it yet. Also, why am I very blue? I'm too blue. Too blue for you. Need to fix that. This is really annoying. Let me fix myself a bit. Better? Too bright? I think it looks better, right? Yeah, it looks better. Okay. Last one was boring and short. Oh, okay. You're a blue to match yourself with winning eyes. What do you think will happen when Rob dies? No one knows really. I actually didn't watch the live stream, the Chris's live stream, so I want to check it out and see maybe the just the highlights. I'm not gonna watch the whole thing, obviously, because I imagine it was pretty boring. I was just playing with his cards. Excuse me. Rude to me. It's okay to use the N-word if you're directly quoting quick. The video seemed a bit more boring. Maybe I'm crazy. Got one mention. One of the things. Charm is gone somewhat. It's not gone. It's just different. You know, the thing is with the quick stuff is that there's so much material coming from so many different places. You got videos, you got emails, you got blog posts, you got website archives, you got phone calls. You know, and characters come in and out of Chris's life so much, like kind of like a soap opera. And some people you root for, some people you find cringy but interesting, some people you find just cringy and annoying, some people you just find a bit more boring. You know, I got really no control over what's happening in Chris's life from 10 years ago, but I am gonna say that I think it is gonna be more exciting, at least more fast paced, or seemingly more fast paced. After part 26. Well, part 25 is cool too, but if you don't like the Alec calls, just skip the first 15 minutes of both part 25 and 26, and then you'll be happy, I think. And parts 1 and 2 are the best. Anything different? Less videos. Basically, just less information was available to me, and that's why maybe they were more exciting. I don't know. Just very dry, flat wit. Also, does anyone know of Chris's phase as Jenkins Jinkies? Because that's freaking amazing. I think it's absolutely hilarious. If you don't know what Jinkies is, it's absolutely amazing. And the things that he wrote are astoundingly weird and disturbing sometimes. Jenkins Jinkies was the troll persona that Chris created so he could infiltrate the quickie and infiltrate the inner circle of the trolls. And everyone knew it was Chris, like, right away. I think Jinkies comes up from 26 or 27. No, 27, I think. And he was like pretending to be a 14-year-old boy or something who lived like next to Chris's house, so that he could infiltrate Chris very well and say that he's not fazed by your trolls. So maybe we should stop trying, you know. And the trolling train, which was a forum that the trolls created, led by Clyde Cash, that was made specifically for Jenkins Jinkies, so that he could join the inner circle, and then they would talk about Chris and reveal their utmost secret trolling plans, and then Chris would be like, "Oh no, maybe I should do something about this." Like they created the scheme to take away Chris's PS3 so that they could use that to pay for his debts. I was like, and Chris was like, no. And then they were talking about planting a virus in DLCs that Chris might download. So Chris formatted his PS3, and then they created this bounty for the trolls, basically saying the first person who could get a hold of Chris's PS3 and destroy it will get 9,001 US dollars as a reward. And Chris was like, if I destroy this PS3 myself, I will get the $9,001 myself. So he destroyed his PS3 himself and filmed it. and posted it to the trolling train. I was like, give me money, plus. I think that's part 30. I think that's gonna be part 30. It's over $9,000. Yes. Yeah, the only audio recording I guess we have is from that. It's from that trailer. From that from that documentary that's never gonna see the light of day again, which is really unfortunate, maybe. Okay. Quick. Ville Guardian. Have you spoke with any of the trolls? I've not. I had like a very brief interaction with Marvin on Discord, but that was it. How do you pronounce that? Nani ken ni itta koto ga aru. I can't read that kanji. Sorry. It's beyond my. Oh my god. Oh my god. All the chat just disappeared. Stalingrad. Yeah, I know. I would never do an interview myself. No, it's not me. It's not what I do. How long was the stream, by the way? Let me just check real quick. Real quick. Real talk. One minute. Oh.
If you write anything on your computer, you need to get Grammarly.
I really don't think so.
I write pretty much all day, every
1 hour 31 minutes. That's a commendable effort. Okay, let me pull up my second monitor here, which is my phone. So I can read the chat while I'm looking at Chris. Okay. Has anyone called you Genie Samuel? Not intentionally, no. Okay, let's go on get. Okay, which YouTube cam? Yeah, okay, got it. Oh my god. Let's look at this. Okay, what does this look like? Does it look okay? Not bad.
Hello, everybody.
That's how you start a video. Only Chris. This is how I know this is OG Chris. I'm gonna like this first, and then
Hello, everybody. This is Christine Chandler
coming to you live
from home with a complicated camera view because we're gonna play a card game on this thing.
Complicated?
Sit down over here. And because people are curious, they want to know, we're gonna play Twilight Sparkle's secret shipfic folder.
Shipfic?
And not just with the old core deck, which we have all the cards right here, but with the expansion packs we have collected so far, so among which included... Alright, so yeah, we got the currently deck as printed by Choda Kafense, version 1.1.6. We also have Starmare's Attack of the Clones, the Shiba Roll Meme Pack, as Night Stitch.
Okay, let me scrub through this a bit.
Blog.
I believe Barbara came by, and then Chris said like, "Don't do this while I'm working, Mom," or Barbara. Why are you interrupting my video, Barbara? And then he talked about a new cat. He got a new cat, either called Faby or Baby, and it's already got nasal problems. Countdown to the eventual death of yet another sick cat.
Arsenal Academy. As we come with them, but I also have the few cards for the Out of Ink expansion.
What's the music that's playing in the background?
Pony Magi Octavia Magica. The previously released expansions that we have so far. Cards. In this concoction we have. Also, Seas pack. As well as
You
my
son of a
3
bitch.
promo cards so far.
Who donated money to this?
That's-
Sure. I'm funny because I gave money to Funny
I
Man.
do it the other way.
5 Canadian
Took me
dollars.
a long time to set all this up, you know, just way I managed and I was able to
I like the quick
get
poster
all
there.
that, so guys, this is quite a bit of work and I'm gonna offer a bit of commentary upon. Oh, that's why I put that.
Thank you, Chris.
Pardon me,
Insightful commentary.
So yeah, as you can see, I have a few lovely big boxes for my secret ship fix folder cards now. This box later after I
So basically, the point of this card game is to match up ponies so they could have sex with each other, right?
Which reminds me I should. But yeah, another thing to note, I definitely appreciate for the box the previous packs.
That's a lot of cards.
Like, you know, had this ridge on the inside. Right. Also, yeah, you're not gonna be able to get those cards out so easy out of the taller boxes.
So what? What's the?
Put it out there, letting you know. That's my 2 cents on that. And
Thank you for the 2
next
cents.
bit, 2 cents, because there's presently no limit on the number of cards you can have in your deck when playing Secret Ship Fig Folder.
Shipfic.
If you discount the divider, how tall this pony deck is gonna be. The 1 out of 3 decks, it's gonna be this big. Now that's a mighty meaty sandwich. I mean, I don't know if that. I mean, there should be.
That is a
limit.
mighty meaty
It's gonna
sandwich.
be easier shuffling. I mean, look at this. You'd have to divide. You know, I mean, if I had the
Some people have been commenting on Chris's unique shuffling skill, so I actually don't know what they're talking about, but I want to see how he shuffles.
other expansions in the core deck, those are the pony cards. But yeah, you can pretty much see you would have to divide this up and like work together with your other players or your friend across the table from you just to shuffle the pony deck. I mean, I'm just putting it out there. Maybe
Can you play
post
this
in the
game solo?
Ship Fit community
Is this
can
like
check
solitaire?
out so I
Like
can put
optional
this on the
solitaire?
expanded roll cards. I'm sorted out that I'm going to be adding onto the roll cards. I'll include in the Sonichi deck, but pretty much the same details.
Thank God I'm
as
not part
those
of this. Thank God.
6 cards. Those 6 roll card images
Oh.
are still for front and back.
Oh,
so
this
they
recorded.
keep
This was
cards.
recorded in
They were
Sony
the
2
original
headquarters.
core
Just so
deck.
you know.
They just had a little bit more detail to them, and this is more compressed. It's nice. I like that. I can appreciate that. But download from the
Actually,
Secret Ship Fit
after
website
this
for Google Games.
after the stream ended, Chris was reviewing the stream again, and he was commenting on it on Twitter, offering screen caps, and he was enjoying it a lot. He was enjoying watching himself play cards by himself.
They give us the 3 cards. So
Oh, that's a ceiling fan. That's interesting.
I have the files on my
I don't think they had a ceiling
external
fan.
hard drive. Don't forget your flash drive. Don't forget your flash drive.
Don't forget your flash drive.
Anyway, just.
I'm just missing.
One moment. I mean, obviously, unscripted. This is live. I'm not gonna worry about a script. I don't worry about a script.
Usually don't worry about a script. Yeah.
Doing things.
You don't need to watch the You don't need to read the chat here. I mean the chat over here. You don't need to read this because it's just BS completely. Just lots of cringe. Like read the chat, Kill Jacob Sognus, OG's mate. Get a job. What about Copper Cab? Pony Game. Get a job. How do you know this is pre-recorded? Show Barb to prove this isn't scripted. I'm going to kill Barbara. Just pointless wienery. Don't need. Don't need.
Albeit played solitaire, which I have been able to figure out recently.
Is that cat?
In case you're wondering what that was, that's our cat, Baby. Our
Baby.
gold cat, Baby. He has a bit of a nasal problem. We're taking him to the vet. He's all right. Okay? We're taking care of him.
Thank you for that. Thank you for addressing concerns.
So, don't ask about that. Don't troll me about that. Do not troll me about that. Oh,
Again, this is going to be addressed in parts 25 or 26, I think, in the Alec Benson recalls. Is that Chris really overgeneralizes the meaning of the word troll. And what it actually means is critic. You know, not even critic, like showing concern for Chris, showing concern for the cats that Chris possesses. That's not trolling. What is trolling is whatever's going on in the chat, and also I think the problem is that the RSPCA or the SPCA, the local one close to Chris, they've been contacted about 14 BC, about Chris's house, and about Chris's cats and animals so much that I think they actually ignore all calls. Like they laugh about it and say, "Oh yeah, whatever." So, just not a good situation. Someone should stop him, of course, but it's gotten to a point where no one can really forcibly do that.
anyway. Guess what? I'm trolling y'all back. Trolling the trolls back.
I'm trolling you back.
There.
I'm trolling you back.
Troll y'all back if y'all troll me. You've been trolling me for years. Anyway, aside from that, I'm gonna go over the cards so everyone can reference. You can pretty much use this as your how-to video. So
I'm so
you
confused.
essentially have the start card, which when you set up
Thank you.
a game of secret.
Thank you for the
Ship
cinematography,
folder,
Chris.
you have one start card. You pick one card size, like a card table or a moderate size table, arm's length.
Does Barb come by?
And I mean, obviously, you go on to start again. Cannot be moved or removed from the grid.
Dear God. It's way more bearable with Gino. Oh, don't worry about it. It's just Oh my God. Watch the chaos unfold as I personally demonstrate how to play Twice Sparkle's secret ship fic folder.
OC keyword and Chris Chan on the grid at the same time. 3 points, and the person who gets to achieve this goal increases their hand size by 1. Just why not? Anyway, that's one.
Let's just skip it. Amber Alert. Uh-oh. Well, Amber Alert. Okay. Chat is saying Amber Alert for some reason, so I want to know what is happening here. Is this this where the cat came in?
Earlier, so this is pretty much to add on to this, and it's a good thing.
Is this shuffling? Wow. They were right. I've never seen someone shuffle like that. That's actually kind of fascinating. He's shuffling cards by smashing them together.
Now, here comes Godzilla and Mechagodzilla.
Love my lipstick.
Ah! Boom.
I can't wait for part 53 when I have to summarize this goddamn video. What the? There's got to be a better way to shuffle those cards. God damn it!
And something failed.
Well, no shit.
There. That was easy.
He loves
Damn it.
he loves blowing raspberries, doesn't he?
I'm just gonna.
What is that? Is that like a metal bracelet?
Find the rule cards.
Like a snake-shaped bracelet around his arm? What is that? I'm the article of the now? Probably, yeah.
And you put that. We take 3 gold cards. We put them face up. So initially, our 3 goals are the next generation is. You achieve it when Twilight Sparkle is shipped with any.
What am I even watching? Yogi cards are so small I shouldn't have any issues shuffling them. Spoon bracelet of... It looks like a spoon.
I'm checking the almost here. Alright, so I got a big.
Oh my god. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Oh my god. My browser cannot handle this. Cannot handle this epicness.
Dash, TV, Tom, Mr. Ablola.
I'm on Intel Core i3, so then that might explain the slowness.
Oh, and essentially, this is just a blank Pegasus changeling.
You think he ever forces Barb to play this with him?
Now,
I have no idea. Gotta hope not. Maybe I do hope. I don't know. I don't really want ill will on anybody, but... Hey! Great. Does the cat appear somewhere here? Because the cat's like jumps into screen for a little bit. And Venom was great. I enjoyed the album a lot. A ton. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Storm.
alright, so what's.
Hey, but I'm already in August 2010 by parts 29, so it goes by pretty quickly. God damn, this is so slow. What happened?
Keep that an option. Okay.
Oh my god. Sorry about this. Is there a cat? I can hear the cat.
Alright. Okay, now I'm pretty much gonna do something. Alright, let's do this. I'm gonna say. And Assertive Shy came in and.
Assertive Shy?
Big Mac together. Now this one has the keyword change, so it's like I can choose a pony card. At the end of my turn, that pony gains a keyword of my choice except for pony name. So let's say this: Big Mac is a villain until the end of the turn. So now with the now.
You know? Okay, hold on. I've never seen someone so dedicated to anything else. Like, this person is such a treasure trove of documentation. I have to give you props like this. It deserves a reward or something. Oh, thank you. Here's a point that I might make about Chris and his autism. For those of you who might have autism, might be on the spectrum, or might know someone who's on the spectrum, you might think that a common trait of autism is that people fixate a lot. You know, like there was a classmate of mine who had autism back in primary school for me, and he fixated on buses a lot. You know, the buses in Dublin were double-decker buses, kind of like in London. and he used to draw them. He used to talk about them a lot. And when he drew them, they were really accurate, really amazing, like obsessively accurate. Actually, yeah, obsessive thought patterns. Yeah, he would draw the classroom. It's not me. God damn it. Yes, it's not me exactly. Uh, sorry, not me. Um, like he would draw the license plates accurately. He would draw any relevant ID codes on the side of the bus. And, he would draw like the separate metal panels that you would remove or whatever. And he was really good at that. He was really good at that. Like you might say that as an insult, like he's very autistic about it, which is kind of insulting, but basically meaning it's coming from that trait of autism that um, you're very focused on one thing and you're very dedicated to maybe one thing, and it might not be it might not be something important, but you're just like very autistic about numbers, you might say, in a not nice light. But the thing with Chris is that I guess you might say that he's fixated on games, on trading card games, especially from a very young age. But the point is that he's not good at anything that he does. And you would think for someone who as a savant, right? He's some kind of savant. What? But but the point is that for someone who's so dedicated on trading card games, especially the Pokemon trading card game league, he's not good at anything. He's not good at that. Doesn't Dublin have awful public transport? Yes. Just ate an onion. That's very good for you. Thank you, typical. Thank you very much for your input. My cousin is on the spectrum and he's fixated on landscaping stuff. He can't speak, but he loves mowing the lawn and weed whacking and that kind of stuff. Yeah. Yes, a savant. He's pretty cool. Chris is bad at everything because he's low IQ. It's just the unfortunate fact. Chris is dedicated to getting a boyfriend-free girl.
Hello, Sylvia.
Sylvia, hello.
Cat Sylvia. Meow, meow, meow. Stay off the table. And you can see how big this shipping grid can get, and this is why you need a card table, or, where the center point is an arm's length. Arm's length.
It's not magic, goddammit. I've heard of Eulalia, yeah.
Let's see, I'm gonna try this. Actually, yeah.
The cat looks fine.
Right.
Probably fine. Hopefully fine.
Okay, let's say. Oh boy, somebody became a princess.
Oh
The
boy.
Wonderbolts.
Wow. Wow.
Somewhere else to put these now.
Oh, Jacob Talkin is real.
Camera.
He's too weird to be not real.
Huh? Dude.
Whether he's a danger or not, I'm not
Yeah,
sure.
So it's like, okay, when I attach this card, I may, so I'm not going to activate that effect.
Activate that fact. What the hell even is this game? It's real, by the way. It's not. He just added his own custom cards to it. Like the Wall of Originals. Basically the modern equivalent of the Pokemon Wall of Originals is the Wall of Originals to Twilight Sparkle's secret fic folder. What? Starship Lockjaw. I'm not watching. No. Anyway, that was that's pretty much it. I don't think you need to watch it anymore. No. Yeah, that was fun, wasn't it? Wait. It's very, very well behind. Was that Bay Shaman? Yes, it was Bay Shaman. He's live apparently. Lockjaw brother. Skirt. Yeah, apparently I'm gonna look at the quickie now, and apparently I'm on there. I know that I have an article on there, and apparently I've seen it, and the photo that they used is fairly flattering, I'd say. So let's go to the quickie, full screen cap. Slam attack. It's high definition, even though it's 48p. Good they took off the tugboat donation link because that didn't work anyway. Hey, the gang's all here. Do you care about the heck? What the heck do you care? Oh. Article of the now. Yep, that's me. It's not bad, I guess. I guess it's an okay picture. Okay, let's go. There's two of them. Let's go to this article. Christian, A Comprehensive History is a web series created by producer and musician Gino Samuel, which began in February 2018. It is essentially a documentary about Chris's life similar to Satchmo's. However, while Satchmo's film is an abridged summary of Chris's life for newcomers, Gino's videos go into greater detail, each video being around 30 to 40 minutes long. The series is in chronological order, taking several videos just to cover Chris's life before his internet fame. Gino has said that he plans to step through the densely packed events of 2009-2010 in increments of a few months. The series is still ongoing, and Gino predicts that it will be around 50 episodes long by the time he reaches the present day. Gino plans to continue the series incrementally until it ultimately reaches an end. Chris is aware of the series and has commented on it several times over Twitter and YouTube. Yep. Excuse me. It's not a bad pick, yeah. Gino attempted to monetize his Gino Samuel channel. That was a weird statement. I might need to rewrite this. On 13 June of that year, when it was his turn to be reviewed by YouTube staff for the monetization program, they instead issued community guideline strikes due to the clips of bullying featured in the videos, and as a result, his channel was terminated. Gino confirmed that he did send an appeal form, but YouTube never gave him his channel back. Fans have re-uploaded all of the episodes made prior to the strike, and Gino has created a new backup channel where the series can be found today. A week later, Gino revealed on the backup channel that he would be taking a long break from the videos, stating that he was getting tired of always having to have Chris on his mind for making the documentary. He said that he will continue working on them sometime near the end of the year. On 3rd January 2019, he announced on Twitter in the form of a teaser poster that the series will be coming back on 24th February 2019, which also happened to be Chris's birthday. The new series contains updated audio, some corrected info, and some modifications to prevent another takedown. That's not true. That was my original plan, but I decided not to do that. He also mentioned that he would not be monetized videos out of respect. Yes, but I also did that so I would not get takedown. So, Gino said that Chris knew of the original run of the series and approved of it, yeah. In August 2019, Chris, while in his phase role-playing as Magichan, began binge listening to the series, suggesting that, like with the Satchman documentary, Chris couldn't bear to actually watch the videos, which is interesting. Chris would make comments on the videos as Magichan via Twitter and as himself in YouTube's comments section. Quite curious when you think about it. From the Animal Crossing video, Christine calls for Sonic Heroes being GameCube exclusive. She gave premonition to the Nintendo exclusive consoles. Jesus Christ. He noted exactly with cartoons and games. He noted exactly which cartoons and games Megan Schroeder had introduced him to over a decade prior, just for the record and Megan's reference, those being Soul Calibur and Tekken OC Yoshimitsu. Also saying that he'd been a fan of My Little Pony and Sailor Moon before he met Megan, so maybe I said something wrong there. You made me laugh when you stiltedly read, you don't have to tell me twice, but back in the Stone Age. Just simply how you said it cracked me up. Reminder, the end of the joke is, you really needed to tell him twice. You couldn't get it through their heads at all. Chris viewed his past homophobia with regret. I wonder how's part 25 going to go down when Magichan creates a cure for homosexuality. And Chris celebrates it. Let's see how he retcons that. And then, yeah, there's a comment that he left on part 24, and you know, when you just look at it like this, like I did a whole lot of crap. It seems like a whole lot. A whole lot. Not a whole lot. But it is a whole lot. I can't believe it. Anyway, let's go back. So just to recap, anyone who has joined, welcome back. I've been addressing the phone call situation, which basically I'm just talking about how the recent episodes, some people have been saying that they're boring, or maybe they don't like the phone calls featuring Alec Benson Leary. Well, I'm just gonna say that I do make them easier to digest, definitely. There was actually one comment on Twitter. It was a tweet thread, and they said that basically the series is just 90% phone calls, and I don't see why people are giving it praise. It's not 90% phone calls. Come on. At most, it's 50, I'd say, per episode. And it was a criticism that they said that the phone calls featured are available anywhere else. So I don't understand why would you like anything that I feature in the videos can be found somewhere else. Like all the videos, all the emails, all the phone calls, everything is found somewhere else. I didn't create this. I'm not the OG source of this and keeping these private files to myself. Everything can be found somewhere else, and saying that the phone calls can be found somewhere else as a criticism is completely invalid and nonsensical. My voice can't be found anywhere else. That's true. Thank you. They do add context to the situation. That's exactly the point. And I think it's interesting to see how differently Chris reacts and acts, whether he's alone with himself in his room, carrying out death threats, and then when he's talking to someone, you know, he's a completely different person. He's like, yeah, okay, I'm sorry. Yeah, okay, sorry. He really does not. He's not that threatening when he's actually confronted by someone in real life. It's a comprehensive history. That's part of the whole thing. Yeah. Some people actually posted YouTube comments like, comprehensive history, 23 parts. I don't think you know what that means. No, you don't know what that means. I think you're thinking of concise. Concise is different than comprehensive. That's the whole point. If you hit the phone calls, then you can skip them, right? Yeah, but the point is that I guess people just like watching Chris make an ass of himself and make funny noises, and sometimes it's more serious than that. Like the Alec calls, for example. I think they're really good. One of my favorite sagas, actually. Because he's treating Chris like a serious adult. He's not making fun of him that much, at least. And just English owned by some Latvian guys. I'm so confused. Wait. I think I do need a break. Hold on. Do you know, I like that you don't put your commentary. It makes it easy to watch because there's no more moralistic corn talking about how he's better than Chris. Exactly. Thank you. That's really the point. That's my shtick. You know, everyone has their shtick. My shtick is not to talk about anything. I'm just saying what happened. I'm not talking about it. It's a bit of a thing. You can put the description in the phone call stats so you can. Okay. I can do that. It's going to be especially easy with the next two because the episode starts with a phone call and then the rest is other stuff. Chris spends half an hour talking to a black person and he starts code switching and speaking to black voice. That's the Lars phone call, right? I'm kind of looking forward to that because I don't think I've ever heard that one, but I've heard about it, but I haven't heard it. Have a good night, Sorrel. Have you seen the Count Dankula interview with Chris? I have not seen the full thing, no. What is Chris's current mental state? No, just the same. Talking about ponies and sex with ponies. You know, what mistakes have you made so far in the dogs? We'll make a correction video. Mistakes in the dogs. You know, if I, for probably 1 year anniversary on February 14th, 2020, I might actually have to do an extended director's cut of part one because I actually missed a little bit of Chris Tree. Chris actually made. Thank you for making the videos audio only friendly. Yeah. Thank you so much for consuming them that way because I think it's interesting because I do add lots of descriptions about stuff that's happening, so you don't really need to watch it all that much to understand what's happening. So yeah, I'm going to do a director's cut where I in part one, Chris actually recorded his own radio show, kind of like he did much later in 2009, like he was his own host of a radio show, playing music and pretending to be a radio DJ. And I missed that. That was in the late 90s, and he recorded that, I think, audio only. So I'm going to have to feature that. I want you to know how you're going to show Chris rubbing his anklet. It's going to be very excessively censored. Will you archive the stream? Yeah, sure. Your voice is so pleasant to listen to. I often re-listen to the streams when I have trouble sleeping. Aw, thank you. But it's a shame because my voice gets interrupted sometimes by Chris screaming at you. I think people just struggle with the big chunks of phone calls. Chris isn't a super easy person to listen to with a stilted, annoying way of speaking. People enjoy your introductions and comments. Yeah, maybe. But I'm just thinking, is it the actual content of the phone calls that you have a problem with? Or is it that it doesn't have visuals? I mean, it depends on how you consume it anyway. Do you watch it or do you listen to it? Time you out? I'm not going to time you out because I'm going to lose all your chats. What? Wait, I missed a thing. Oh. Okay. About that. Wait. No, I was just going to say if you watch the series, like actually watch it. Irohasu? Irohazu, yeah, I'm drinking Irohazu. It's a natural mineral water from Japan. Nihon no Tensensui? Tenzensui? How do you read this? 1096. Can you read that? It's green, so it's actually it's green as well, so it's being keyed out. Just the repetitive nature of the phone calls. Repetitive. Damn it, because I was. Yeah, I've said Akihabara. I mean, that's the whole point I'm making, is to not make them repetitive. I'm cutting out all the repetitions, all the already addressed topics, and all the times that Chris repeats himself and Alec repeats himself and stuff like that. I mean, videos can get repetitive too. I'm just thinking that if you exclusively just watch it, like view it and watch it, I'm just thinking if the content was the same and what you had instead was a voice, a face cam of Chris talking what he says in the calls and Alec talking, would that be better? I don't know. I mean, of course it's not the majority, but it's a vocal minority are complaining about this. This is why I'm addressing it. How I feel about it? I'm not interested. I'm not interested in Chris watching me. I'm not all that fussed about it. I keep doing what I'm doing. I'm not gonna change my way of presenting the story just for him. It doesn't bother me at all. It's so repetitive. All I talk about is Christian every day. Yabai yo. But the Casey's dad call was amazing. I think so too. I think it's personally one of my highlights. One of the biggest highlights for Chris 3. You gotta listen to the Lars call next time you need a good laugh. It's really hilarious. Honestly, can't wait for the Lars call when everyone stops complaining about the calls and embraces them. Chris wants to retcon reality. Yeah, he's doing that, isn't he? We love your series. You did an amazing job. I don't care about the phone call. They're in context. Also, if you hadn't always seen Chris's Mikey World, who would it be? Dirk Simbach. Anyone who knows Dirk knows Dirk. Dirk Simbach is my OC. How long is this stream, by the way? Jesus Christ. 1 hour, 19 minutes. I feel like I've been doing this for a long time. Casey Dad Call is also one of the saddest. Yeah, it's not bad. I think it's gonna go back to an older style of videos pretty soon because Chris just stops making content all that much. It's gonna pass by a lot quicker. Like he started going to the Fridays after 5, public outdoor concert thing where he danced about, flailing his arms and wearing a sports bra with "Want Woman" written on it and stuff like that. One of the tough things about the phone calls is the bullying and emotions feel a lot more real. It makes them more comfortable to listen to. Plus, Chris's speech mannerisms are super grating. Try saying that 3 times fast with plurals. Deadpool for Chris, 43. I'd say 42. All that nervous about thinking of Christian too often. Was there Christian Tulpa haunting you? No. I don't think about Chris all that often. I just address the information given to me. I don't really think about him. I'd rather listen to Casey than Chris. Ooh. That was good. Dirk makes me want to dance like nobody's watching. I haven't made a Dirk video in a long time. I need to find a good video to make Dirk with. To make with Dirk. Plus, I find the phone calls interesting or more interesting than the video because of the one-on-one interactions he does. Yeah, exactly. I think it's... Excited about my new job? Yeah, sure. Oh, God. Hello, Mac. とこれでゲの日本語めっちゃ上手やなんで喋ることができるの What? Episode 14, what's going on? Episode 14, goddamn. Well, you're in for a treat. Not much is going on. I'm just saying that my output might slow down a bit because I got a job now. I got a full-time job, so it might be once every 3 weeks or once every month now, depending on the day. So just giving you a warning so you don't be let down all that much. Some people do have troll remorse, I think. I want to slow down Kurt from 26 maybe. I'm pretty much finished 25, so that's no issue. I just have to watch it again and see. Thanks for the plastic love. I love plastic love too. So do you have Japanese viewers now, Gino? On my music channel, probably, yeah. Link in the description. Can you give us the death growl for your upcoming new album? No. I might. It can get kind of shouty. I think so. I think it will get shouty. What's your haircare regime? I wash it with shampoo and then I comb it. I don't do anything with it. Yeah, I was personally in contact with the director of that aborted Kickstarter documentary. His heart was in the right place, but he had no business going about it the way he did. Some of the mobile calls are about 30 minutes to an hour, and there's about 7 of them. I think there's 11 actually, 10 or 11, and say there's 4 or 5 hours of just on mobile calls. Yeah, and Casey calls. There's 23 hours of Casey calls. And I'd imagine if Ivy recorded her phone calls, then that would be like another 20 hours as well. But she never recorded the phone calls as far as I know. He did get an interview with Megan, yeah, and Chris, and Barbara, and Barbara called him a he. Isn't Chris already bald? That's why he's doing the comb over. Didn't Ben Franklin. I don't think we'll ever see the documentaries because he he abandoned the project. He doesn't want anything to do with it. Maybe he's like scarred for life by this, so he doesn't want to think about it anymore, which is a shame. He could give it to me. First time Chris ever acknowledged the Commerce of History series in the interview video when he made the guy from the Ghost Hunting video. Yeah. Maybe that's the first time he heard of it. I don't know, because he seemed kind of bewildered by it. When you're done with the series, will you release an edited director's cut, pulling everything together? Kind of impossible. I just have to do an entire documentary made in a different way, kind of like Satchmo did, because I can't just summarize it because it doesn't make any sense the way I would do it. But he said he hadn't watched them back then because he found his old stuff cringy. I think he listens to them. I don't think there's any recordings with the idea, guys. I don't think so. Yeah, just got here. How much would be slowing down the series? Probably once a month or once every 3 weeks, something like that. Yes, and I will have to talk about Chris talking about this documentary in the documentary. It was already getting kind of meta when in Sonic 2 issue 10, Chris introduced his redesigned versions of Alex redesigned versions of his characters. I was like, what the hell is happening? It's like a parody of a parody of a parody. Let's make a petition to get the father call added to the U.S. National Recording Registry. The black mold. That sounds scary. Toxoplasmosis. He's the original incel, no? Yeah. What's our plans for the series? We want to break it down to season like when you saw just go. I'll just go until it's over. I'll make them when I can, and I'll keep going until one of us dies. You know your whole series calls and this time. Just continue. Thank you. Take your time with the docs. I hope you're doing well. Like I said, listening to Chris's Sandy Drain, but be careful. Basically, the biggest the most time-consuming part of making the series is probably, writing the script as well, but like I can do that any time of the day, really. But the thing that I have to get right the most is that I have to make time to record the narration in a single day. So as long as I have the narration cut, as long as I record the narration, I'm good to go. Like that's probably going to be the hardest bit to do for me when I start working, because I have to make time for that. And I probably can edit in the morning as well. And as long as there aren't any phone calls, and there will be a lot less voice recordings after part 26, I don't really have to worry about them all that much, because the phone call editing is the most tedious process and the longest process. And I'm gonna start writing the script for part 30 very soon, but I'm gonna be recording it. I'm gonna be releasing a special making of documentary after part 30 is released. So I'm gonna start probably tomorrow. I'm gonna be recording my basically documentary making process. I'm gonna be making that into a little featurette, and so it'll be interesting to see when part 30 is actually going to be released and finished. Good night, Nami. Didn't Chris hire a prostitute at some point? Yeah, he hired a prostitute, which he called Mia Hamm, twice. And, Chris himself was a prostitute. Well, at least he tried to be. He created the persona known as Carlos Chantor, and he sold himself as experience for your pleasure on like escorts.com, but he didn't get anywhere. The documentary ends with Gino assassinating Chris. Greetings from Cork, Ireland. How's she cutting? Nice to see you, Mick. Had to basic moment. People from Kiwi Farms have tried to help the homeless situation, but Chris annoyed the organizers so much they gave up. It's true. Jenny, you should send some words of encouragement to Smokey. I think he's depressed. Is he? I hope not, because I've been talking to Smokey for a while too. Hope he's okay. Can you give us an Irish accent? No, I can't do an Irish accent. How's Japan after the storm? I didn't notice anything. my area especially was not affected by it at all. It was quite windy, quite rainy, but it's fine. No big deal. I live in an area that's kind of actually at zero water level, like water level zero, as in it's the land itself is at water level. It's not higher than the rivers around here, and I'm kind of surrounded by two rivers and the Sea of Japan, so I'm kind of in a tough place. But luckily, it didn't have any flooding. Can I ask you, went for around 40 minutes an episode? I'm struggling with the length of my Chris videos. First episode might be over an hour. What I do is that each script is more or less about 6,000 words. Actually, it should be at least 6,000. Up to 6,600 is. If there's voice calls in there, it's going to be about 6,500, because some people might talk faster than I do, and also the word count includes all the transcripts of the phone calls. Like, for example, Chris colon blah blah blah, Alec colon blah blah blah. So all those names, all those basically like script cues saying who's saying what at what time. All those kind of add up. So it's okay to have more than 6,000 if it's got phone calls and recordings. I really don't know how I ended up with 40 minutes. I think I was aiming for 30 minutes, but I ended up with 40 minutes. I don't know, just it depends on my speech patterns. It depends on my the rate at which I speak. It might be different for every person, If you make your own documentary narrating it yourself, it might be a different length if it's 6,000 words. But for me, it's about 40 minutes, yeah. Bob's life, I don't know. The best chronicle of Bob's life is on the Quickie and the Bob channel page. Could you appear with Chris on Night Scoop? I don't know what that is. There's no hope for him. Your voice is so pleasant to listen to. Please read me bedtime stories. Thank you, I came for quick. Why do you think Chris made all the videos that he did? Academia for more than entertainment, for business inspiration. DC Comics goddamn game. Oh, thank you. What keeps us fascinated? This is the story of Christine. What was I going to say? Oh, Chris, I think, needs a creative outlet. He has lots of things that he wants to say, and back then, during the YouTube days, he would use YouTube as his outlet. I guess it was pretty easy for him to do that, and then after a while, he switched over to Twitter, and Twitter is a lot easier than making YouTube videos, I think, and that's basically why we're here. Basically, why he's not making videos anymore. Just spouting whatever he's thinking about on Twitter. Before the YouTube stuff, he had his websites. He had his Quick Poke site and Quick Site and Sonchu.net and all those. So he used those as a creative outlet, and the comics as well. But yeah, he just needs to get stuff out, and the YouTube videos he made, that was just his way of getting them out back then. Yes, I am planning to make more docs about various topics. Check out my documentary channel, Gino Samuel 3. Link is in the description. Gonna be making a new doc, I don't know, probably at the end of this year. Just have to make time to make it. Needs attention, yeah. He likes viewers, he likes readers. That's true too. And also he felt that for some reason the people he addressed in the videos would magically just happen by his videos and just watch them. Like, this is directed at Mr. Miyamoto. Like, you don't send this in any way to Miyamoto. You just say this is for Miyamoto, so please watch this. Maybe that's what he does. Like, he looks up Chris Chan on YouTube and sees videos about him and thinks that Miyamoto does the same thing. people are mad about because they're boring and they slow down the story. That's basically it. It's a nice melody. Yeah, the ghost hunting video. Oh, I actually haven't seen it fully. Chris is in the trance though. Yeah, it's true. It's like tossing a letter. It's like tossing a letter in the wind in the hopes that it gets delivered to the right person. If you make the perfect cake, someone will hate it. Hair cake. Speaking of cakes, you're looking forward to cake farts? Cake farts. What the hell am I doing? His oldest videos, he talks about being lonely, lacking friends, looking for a sweetheart. His oldest YouTube videos were an extension of his love quest, as was his MySpace. What's that? The painting on top right from behind you? I actually don't know. I can't tell. I do have a Discord. Here's the Discord for all things Geno Samuel. Control the dude into becoming a crossdresser. I can't believe that I actually cut this out of the doc, but Casey told Chris to get more in touch with his feminine side. I have no idea why I cut that out. I'm like beating myself over it. There's a G.G. Allen quote I think a lot of people would associate with Chris. Once you're 30 and you've hit your peak, since everyone seems to think it all goes downhill after 2011. Oh. Are you frequently active in the Discord? Yeah, pretty much every day. I think people might buy Chris's art for a lot of money, right? You think so? Maybe. Also, Chris is not trans because he has not, and is not planning to transition from one gender to another. He feels he's magically changing. There's no operation happening. He does have a gender dysphoria. Ripple the part. Eh? What do you mean? I mean, I just cut it out because to make it shorter, but I think that was a great little addition there. I should have kept it in. At least 50 episodes, maybe. I was told about the idea guy planting thoughts in his head, and he was time traveling Hitler, and at one point he believed he had to become a woman to kill his male self, therefore killing Hitler. What? Was that real? I'm gonna get there eventually. I read the article about Chris's sex change, and all I could think about is that it sounded far too ridiculous to be real, but it is real. It is real. How about? Do you think someone could manipulate Chris back into identifying as a male? I mean, that's the goal, isn't it, for some people? Completely and unfortunately drunk. Thanks for the comfy stream, Gino. You're welcome. Speaking of drunk, I've drunk a lot, so I'm gonna dip out for a little bathroom break. I'm gonna be back very soon. In the meantime, let's claim my own video, and I'll see you very soon. Hama, haba, hama. Hehehehe. How are we doing? Does it look okay? Perfect.
Trading a bottle for a glass instead. fall, waiting for a sign, anything at all. It's not you, it's not me, it's whatever you want it to be. Know that happiness is not for you to take, but something made for free instead. It's not you, it's not me, it's whatever you want it to be. Hoping for the summer after the fall, waiting for the sign, anything at all. It's not you, it's not me, it's whatever you wanted to see. Know that happiness is not for you to take, but something made for free instead. It's not you, it's not me, it's whatever you want it to be. Hoping for the summer after the fall, waiting for the sign, anything at all. It's not you, it's not me.
Love that. Switch over to that. Nice. Not bad. Not bad. Not bad. If you want to check that out, please check out my music channel. Link is in the description. In the description. Available now for everyone. Everyone. God damn it, stop. Get that messed up. Messed up too much. Wow. Shame. Sorry was a bit too low there. It's not a you. Yeah, it was. It's not a you at the very end. I actually needed to re-record that chorus because I ended up saying at first, "It's not a you. It's not. It's not a me." Part 25 is in about 6 days. Can you make the lady swoon with Wonderwall? No. Also, the sun is coming through the window and it makes me look very angelic. Make Christian covers? No. That's damn good. It's not a you. It's not a you. It's a me, Mario. No. Damn it. How do you approach vocal production? I record it and then I mix it. I don't know. Actually, I have a like effects rack template, so I kind of reuse that every time. It took a long time to perfect that, but loose chord. Oh, I don't know. Ask Bob. Emo Gino album. I don't have an emo album scheduled for me yet, so I don't know. Yeah, I will be archiving this one too. I got a fish, would you like to make a wish? I got a fish, would you like to make a wish? I got a fish, would you like to make a wish? It's actually not even a real Bob photo because it's been photoshopped to have him looking like he's talking on the phone, which is looks pretty good though. It's pretty cool. Music is great. Thank you. Papa Gino, read my comment. God bless. Thank you, Nayokin. I have a boyfriend. I sang it's a me, Mario, the first 20 times I listened to the song and then I actually listened to it. It's probably a really beautiful song. Thank you. City Escape cover one. Oh, don't know. Listen to it too many times? What the hell? That's the thing on Bandcamp? Huh. That's weird. God, it's getting really bright here because of the sun. I have an orange glow around me. What are you drinking, mate? Water. Lots of water. I'm actually almost finished my water bottle. You know, I have to slow down because I got a job now. Chris might see you for making songs sounds good though. Yeah, bye. That chat's running too slow. True and honest. Okay. Maybe I think creators have to set up. It pops up a message that says, "Oh, okay. You plan on changing DAWs soon?" No. No, not. Yeah, Visor. No, I don't plan on changing DAWs. Does study Chris impact your music in any way? I don't think so. I mean, I like to make more. I like to make more music, and since I'm working on Chris, I can't really make as much music as I'd like to. Like, I was planning on making 3 albums per year, and I did reach that limit, that goal in 2016 and 17. Then all of a sudden, 2018, 1 album. I wonder why. 2019, 1 album. I wonder why. I have so much shit in my head. I just want to release it all. Kind of like Chris, you know. Christopher Weston Chandler was born on February 24th, 1982, in Charlottesville, Virginia, to parents Bob, age 54, and Barbara, 40. Barbara worked for Electric. Okay, that was the music that I used at the very beginning of the first episode. I know who Lauren Armstrong is. Yeah. I don't know if I could do a doc on Lauren. It's not kind of my thing. He's not really my thing. Dog PTSD. God. Would you ever do a documentary on Brittany Ventes, the Thought Eater? No, probably not. I don't really do. He's back in jail. What did he do? God. Maybe Christian is actually the friend that we met along the way. Where do you want to go with your music in the future? I want to do lots of stuff, and I hope I can get more exposure. That's why I'm going to be performing live in Tokyo, on the streets of Tokyo, outside of some train station, this Friday. If I were a kid, would you let them watch the Chris doc? Probably eventually, when they're old enough. How long do you plan to study Chris? As long as it takes. Where's the secret for making great music with the GarageBand on a 2003 Mac laptop? I don't know about that, man. I don't know. If you could watch or make a documentary on one of the other internet figure. Boogie, probably. But I wouldn't make a doc on Boogie. Mario and Luigi Mario. The Mario Brothers. I'm sure they love you. Thanks. I hope I don't get kicked out by the police, because that happens sometimes too. Sitting your kid down in front of the computer, telling him, "Sit here until you hit episode 10, then you can eat." What about Anisian? I don't really follow Anisian. I don't know about him. Tragic mobility scooter accident? That's not true. It was a wheelchair, goddammit. Screw you people with wheelchairs, according to Boogie. Are you worried that your music career has been impacted by the documentary? Most people only know you for that, or they act like Dark Sephiroth. My music content itself has not been affected in a bad way, just the amount of music that I make. I like to make a lot more. I still like to make 3 albums a year. But if I didn't do the Chris Chan doc, I wouldn't have as many fans as I do now, so it was like, there's a trade-off. Plastic teeth forever into the wood. Final Fantasy House. I've watched the doc by Frederick. It's okay. I don't have any thoughts on it. Weird people be weird. Happens all the time. That's not what I said. I was quoting. Bob was on the phone. Sorry. Oh yeah. I don't think I'm gonna feature any more prank calls apart from the ones in part 21. But there have been an awful lot of prank calls, and some pretty good ones though. I mean, some kind of amusing ones. So I'm gonna play some, like when Bob called Bob, and when Christian called Bob, using soundboards. God, I'm so golden now. Wow. Wow. One of these days, I'm gonna make Geno Samuel 4. Minecraft all day, every day. That's when I can actually afford to not work full time. Wait, wait. What up? What up, MTV? My name is Gino. I'm 24, and I hate people in wheelchairs. I love metallic cats, and my favorite animals are horses. That's not true. None of that is true. Actually, none of that is true. Dragonlord is new Christian. Dragonlord's been around for a long time. He's the German equivalent of Christian, yeah. Pingu. Use code Geno Samuel 2.1 on the Fortnite item shop. You ever seen End of the Forking World? No, never seen that one. The gameplay's prank call showed just how detached from reality that Bob and Barb were. Yeah, the gameplay's call was really cool. That was a return from Alec Benson Leary. He pretended to be an employee of the gameplace to talk to Bob about a recent incident concerning about the wait, hold on. About the, what was it called? No, it was a recent incident where Chris went to the game place so that he could take a picture of Michael Snyder so that he could put it on a dartboard and then shoot at his face, cartoon style. And Alec Benson Leary called his parents to talk about that, and apparently they did not know about that. And then Bob and Barb really believed that Michael Snyder and Megan Schroeder and Lucas and Mims of the gameplays were all involved in this grand scheme to troll Chris. Like, they believed that the gameplays was the hub of all trolling. You know, they were really kind of off the bat there. Okay, let's Bob Chandler prank Cal. I just looked up the Dragon Lord and all that comes as a middleman. Were you able to try out the fake Chris versus Bob? Huh? I don't know. I don't think so. Do you think the log has affected the internet culture? Maybe. I think made more people sensitive because people noticed more bullying and trolling going on. It's like, no, we can't let you say these things. Christian types in the same way as Varg Vikernes. Really? Huh. Gameplay is to be listed by the FBI as a terrorist organization. That's why they moved. So how slow do you think you'll be going? Also, love your work. Thank you. About once a month or once every 3 weeks. Now that I got a job. What percentage of your VSTs are acquired legally? What about the Vor guy with the awful music? I don't know about that one. Okay, let's listen to Bob Calls Bob. That should be interesting. Alibaba? Sure, why not? Bob called Megan that German girl, and yeah, they believed there was a grand conspiracy against Chris. I wonder why Chris got his grand sense of self-importance. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Okay.
Hello.
Hello?
Why are you calling me?
Why are you calling my phone?
Oh, wait, gotta let it buffer a bit. But in case you don't know, this is Bob Chandler getting prank called by someone using soundboard of various Bob recordings from previous prank calls. So
I'm not calling your phone. Why are you calling my phone?
Who the hell is this?
Well, who are you? You're the one that made the call. Who do you think I am? I don't know who you are, but you're in Oklahoma. I wish that you knew what number you called, because I think you're calling the wrong number. I didn't call a number. My phone rang.
I answered the phone. Now tell me what you want. You rang my damn number.
I didn't ring your number, but if you're in Oklahoma, you shouldn't be upset like that. I wish that you knew what number you called, because I think you're calling the wrong number.
people in Oklahoma should be
I
so
didn't
upset.
call anybody. I just picked up the phone.
People from Oklahoma should you be upset about something like this? People from Oklahoma can only answer.
Let me explain something to you. Can I do that? I'm a Texan now. Can I explain something to you?
Good.
Okay. There is on the internet a bunch of trolls. Now they persecute people, and these trolls have found somewhere somebody that have engineered a set of software that allows them to call people on the telephone and put in any particular number they want to put in as the caller ID. Now, the telephone company knows about this, and the federal government knows about this, to the point where they've even given it a name called spoofing, spoofing. And I think if you think I called your number, then that's what's happening to you, because I did not call your number. But
Who are you?
It happened to me.
Who are you?
Who am I? I'm Robert Chandler, and I live in Ruckersville, Virginia.
I beg your pardon?
Yeah, I'm 82 years old, but I was born in Fort Worth, so I'm a neighbor.
What's on your mind? You called me. Now shut up or get off the phone or speak.
Well, I'm talking to you. What else do you want?
I don't have an issue problem with anybody, but please quit calling my number.
I didn't call you, but I'm trying to explain how these people do it. Okay?
Nobody's
not
playing games
calling
with the
you.
phone unless you are.
Well, look, I'm 82 years old, all right? I was born in Fort Worth. I'm basically a neighbor of yours, or at one time I was. I have a cousin who lives in Tulsa. Okay? I have a lot of Cherokee relatives that live in your state also.
Cherokee relatives.
I don't know what you are or who you are, and I don't really care.
Well, I'm trying to be nice to you and to explain what's happening. You're being a victim of the internet people that persecute people. Because I didn't call your number.
I still didn't understand you.
Well, I don't. How can I explain it any simpler to you?
Listen, boy.
They have a program in their computer which allows them to dial numbers anywhere in the country and put in as the caller ID any particular telephone number they want to.
Listen, you motherfucker. Get in your low-life gutter.
Listen, I didn't start cussing at you. Now, just cut it down. Cool it down. I'm trying to be nice to you.
I don't need your crap.
Hello there,
Hello?
sir or ma'am or whatever the hell you are.
Who the
Don't
hell
you
is
call
this?
up here? Look, don't you call up here cussing at my
Barb.
husband.
Get in your low-life
We didn't have
gutter.
anything to do with this damn thing that's going on. There are a lot of weird people out here, and you might be included as one of them if you're calling us and cussing us out. Now, hang up the phone and forget the number.
You get your black ass down in the gutter and stay
I
there.
ain't got no black ass. You get your gutter ass out in the gutter and shut up.
Hey, buddy.
That was sad, but kind of funny too. Poor Bob. Poor Bob and Barb. I ain't got no black ass. If you're in Oklahoma, if you're in Oklahoma, you shouldn't be upset like that. Does no one get upset in Oklahoma? What does that even mean? Okay, one more prank call. Christian calls Bob. I was just gonna play. Oklahoma, the happiest place on earth. It's just like the musical, right? The Christian local police prank video. Huh? I don't think I know that one. How does he know her man's voice? It's over the phone, it's kind of difficult to tell. What if Bob died in Korea?
Hello.
Hello?
Yes.
Good evening, sir. How are you?
Good. How are you doing?
Oh, things have been great for me. I just finished the dating episode. It is fantastic.
Is it?
What? Hold on. God damn it. Sorry, it's buffering. I'm so confused. Where this where this Christian audio came from though?
I watched my own share of pornography in my lifetime. But, it's just me growing up,
Yeah.
Yeah. No, my right arm was holding the phone, and I used...
Is that Bob? It doesn't sound like Bob. Are you sure that's Bob? God damn. Calls from beyond the grave.
Use my left hand to touch myself.
Is that right?
Loving myself thinking about it.
Well, congratulations.
You'll be loving my dick. It's so big and all that, And I'll be putting it between your tits while you're all tied up.
Okay. Now I know where
You
this is from.
stupid fuck.
You know
Don't
it,
ever
girl.
call this number again.
I invite you to write this down. 14.
I don't think this is Bob.
Court.
I invite you to go fuck yourself.
It's someone
You
else.
can find me right now. I live at 14 Branch
It's someone else
Court
being
in Ruckersville,
prank
Virginia.
called by Christian. I get it now.
I don't give a fuck who you are.
That's your opinion, and you have every right to your own opinion.
That's right. Don't ever call this number again.
Bring the police and ambulance around.
What?
Are you stupid?
Oh, come on. Don't call us anymore.
Do you have a learning disability I don't know about?
I'm high-functionally autistic.
Are you?
I am retarded.
Jesus.
Well, I don't doubt that a bit.
I like to draw and color. I'm currently living with my mother and my father.
I don't like fags. I don't like queers. Stop calling this fucking number.
I'm so sick of you calling me by that stupid name.
Well, then stop calling this fucking number and you won't be insulted.
You just really tipped me off right there when you said that.
Goddamn.
Your call has been forwarded.
Let's get to the good stuff. Come on.
Hello.
Hello?
Oh, we got this one. Never mind.
What? I did not call your number.
Let's get to the good stuff. True existential horror. What is the difference between a fag and a queer? Personally, I don't really know. I guess they're both not nice terms to call people. I really don't know. Lynchian? This
You're just one of them if you're calling us and cussing us out. Now, hang up the phone and forget the number.
You get your black ass down in the gutter and stay
I
there.
ain't got no black ass. You get your gutter ass out in the gutter and shut up.
Hey, buddy. Stop.
Hello?
Hey. Why are you calling me?
I don't have the patience to sit through this. Sorry. Let's skip to the music. Gino canceled. Sorry about that. But queer is in LGBTQ? I think so, right? It's nice, no? Oh, and there's also a Rocky Schumacher call, which I'm going to feature. It was after Bob's death. So yeah, it's got some interesting phone calls. Or, oh no, it was before Bob's death, actually. Okay, how about this one? I think this is the one that we this is the one that we want, right? Sorry for the hold up. It's completely not scripted. I don't care about the script. I did not see Joker yet. I want to though.
Hello.
Hello?
Okay, there we go.
Why are you calling my phone?
Good evening,
Let me buffer a bit. Yeah, Gino Chris phone call. Oh no.
sir. How are you?
I'm fine. But you're wasting your time calling my phone. Do you know that?
Don't say
Because
that.
it doesn't make any noise. All it does is flash a light. So it really doesn't bother me. I just thought I would tell you that you're wasting your time.
Are you really at a 14 branch land court?
God damn. Great performance by Hulk and Penis. Still makes them better Joker, but otherwise pretty forgettable. Pretty forgettable? We'll see about that.
I thought I told you we don't answer any calls that have unknown names in them or unknown numbers.
Why you? It's like Chris. It's like Chris making a video saying that he's not going to respond to the trolls. Bob is answering the phone to tell you that he doesn't answer the phone.
I do not mean to give off the impression of being... I'm high functionally autistic.
Hello?
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 Good evening, sir. How are you?
I'm pretty good.
I'm good.
Why do you bother to call this phone?
Are you really at a 14 branch land court?
Yes, I am. Why do you bother to call this phone? Because the phone doesn't ring.
What the hell? Why did you start doing this in the first place, you little son of a bitch? Don't call us anymore.
Don't cuss at me, fella.
Shut the hell
I'll
up.
start cussing at you.
You weak little son of a bitch.
Listen, fella.
He was this close to saying, "Listen, boy."
Kid. Whatever you dumbass is.
My name is Christian.
Sorry, buffering because of Japanese internet.
Well, listen. The phone doesn't ring. All it does is light a light, so you're not bothering me. And every once in a while, I try to tell you people you're wasting your damn time. Okay, you're not bothering us. So why...
Oh my god! Oh my god! The stream is killing me. The stream and the internet are killing me.
bothering us? So why the hell do you two waste all that effort? Put it into something constructive and creative.
Yes,
go to Haiti and help those people.
Yeah, go to Haiti.
Well, go to hell, one or the other.
Yes, I agree with you. This is frustrating.
Yeah, go to Haiti. Goddamn, well that was kind of amusing, I guess. Back to our scheduled programming. Bob also makes mashed potato brain kids, but let's ignore that. Don't live as before stream starts. Mm-hmm. Go to Oklahoma to be happy, Haiti to die. That's not nice. Oklahoma though. Can we get some Lars call? If it's too long, maybe next time. Probably. Probably. I might do the Lars call around the time that it's about the time that it's due. I'm in Tokyo. Want to pop in and say I love your music. Falling Behind is probably my favorite. Thank you so much. Yeah, if you hate it when you stretch. Thank you so much. If you're interested in more music, please check out my music channel. And I'm Gino Samuel on CD Baby, iTunes, Spotify. Got lots of music for everyone. All kind of different tastes for everyone. The number 7, what do they mean? 401. I've not joined the Yakuza yet, no. As he react to Chris slowly becoming black over the course of a phone call. I'm looking forward to hearing that. Is the stream ending? Yeah, it's ending right about now. I gotta go out and buy some food. Get lunch. Follow Me Behind 10 and 10. Your style reminds me of 70s music. Love it. Oh, thank you. Barbara is apparently alive. For now. So, just to recap, I'm going to be ending the stream soon. So, for anyone who's interested in figuring out what the hell am I talking about, the phone calls. Well, there's lots of phone calls recently, aren't there? Like featuring Alec and stuff like that. I'm just going to say that some people have been criticizing them, which is, I mean, you're free to find them boring, but I'm just addressing some issues, some assumptions that people have been saying about it. Like, I'm just making the videos longer so that I can get ad revenue. I don't get ad revenue from these. People saying that's 90% phone calls now. It's not. It's never been 90%. At most, it's maybe 50. And why can I say? It's sometimes slow to load. The quickie is. What else is happening? The phone calls, I think they're interesting. And those who say that these are just unedited, that's not true. There's lots of editing going on to make them shorter and more concise, make them as interesting as possible. I think it is interesting in context to what is happening. And I am committed to making a comprehensive history series. And it wouldn't be that comprehensive if I didn't feature them at all. Of course, I make them a lot shorter. Like, some of these calls are over an hour, and I shorten them down to about 10 or 15 minutes or so, depending on the content. Or I might just ignore them completely because it's just all bullshit. So, some people have been saying that it's actually available somewhere else. So why would I put it in the video? I mean, that's not a criticism, because everything that I feature is found somewhere else. You can watch it freely, you can watch this freely too, and if you don't like it, you can skip it. But I'm trying very hard to make these as interesting as possible, and lots of editing involved with that. These are actually the most time-consuming parts of the whole documentary making process. It would be a lot easier if I didn't feature them, but I think I want to, because I want to make this as comprehensive as possible. I'm so committed to this. I should get committed. So yeah, but those who aren't interested in the phone calls, part 25 and 26 are going to start with a phone call, which is about 15 minutes of the entire runtime, and followed by the rest of the video. And after part 26, there's not going to be all that much phone calls going on. The phone call sagas kind of end with Alec. People have been giving me a lot of hate. Attention, all Gino Samuel fans who do not hate me. And yeah, so enjoy that. It's going to be a lot more active, I guess. Part 26 is going to be freaking explosive. I'm already working on part 26, so that should come about pretty soon. And so from 26 onwards, maybe from part 27 onwards, I'm going to be slowing down the output of the videos. It's not going to be once every 2 weeks though. Because I got a full-time job, so that's going to take up a lot more time. I have to look out for myself and look out for number one. Plans on making merch like a Gino Totem. I got merch. Merch is in the description. Anything you might like: stickers, posters, T-shirts, dresses. Nothing Christian related, just Gino Samuel and music related. Yeah, if you want to listen to more music, there's my music channel. I'm Gino Samuel on CD Baby, iTunes, Spotify, anywhere you want. anywhere you like. That's me. It's 10 out of 10. Please don't forget to make more. I'm making more. I've already started working on the new album. Zero on crack. How explosive is part 26 going to be? It's going to be the crash, the vandalism of Wikipedia. It's going to be the fallout from the wallflower. It's going to be really intense. The negative backlash from Sanchu issue 10, which will be in part 25. Yeah, so I got a full-time job, so I'll probably be sharding out the videos every 3 weeks or 4 weeks now. And physical copies of your album? Not yet. Might need to crowdfund that. What genre of music? Me? I do lots. Every single album is something else, so I really can't say. Vince Gilligan needs to write the Chris Chan series. I don't know who that is. So yeah, I know you might be disappointed maybe because it's not going to be going as quick as possible, but I gotta look out for number one. I gotta keep my mind happy. Breaking Bad, hubba. Okay, I don't watch Breaking Bad. Or Breaking Bad. Anyway, enough of that. Links in the description for anything you might be interested in. Here's one final link to the Discord, the Geno Samuel Discord. Please feel free to join in and enjoy all things Geno Samuel right there. Download iTunes anywhere, really. You can download them anywhere. iTunes, Spotify, CD Baby, Google Music, Amazon Music, whatever you want. It's available everywhere. Yeah. Special thanks to my patrons and anyone who has been supporting me. There's links to my Patreon in the description below. And check out the documentary channel, Geno Samuel 3. I have only one video on there so far. It's a documentary about... I think there are R&Ds, at least some of them are. The Sopranos is better. It's a good show, Geno. Cinephile say it's one of the best TV series I've ever heard. Is it better than Fringe? That was freaking amazing. It's Hiro Gohan time for you? Yes, it is. It is Hiro Gohan. No, it's actually yeah, it is Hiro Gohan. Yeah. Kishoku. Can you live on Japan with only your Patreon alone? Only if it's like more than $2,000 a month. Because I can actually get an entertainer's visa. Like if I can prove that I can support myself by making more than 200,000 yen a month, then I can get an entertainer's visa and just do that. But I don't think that's likely. It's Patreon and music sales is a bonus. It's helping me fund the creative process, and it's nice. It's nice. It's not bad. And I really greatly appreciate all the support that I've been getting. And, yeah. I work as a teacher now. Y'all should recommend the music censorship video to every friend and enemy you know. Oh, thank you. I think it's pretty good. Though I feel like my voice is not up to scruff for that one. It's a bit weird. Where's the wallflower? I'm still unclear on that. You don't need to know. Actually, that's the mystery. You don't really know who the wallflower is. Just know that she's a real person who was kind of interested in making friends with Chris, but her name has been withheld to protect her privacy. And I'm 25 years old. Yeah, English teacher. Because we want to Patreon now. I don't have to, but if you want, I'd greatly appreciate it. I'll make streams if I can. No, but considering that I'm working, I'm not going to have too much time now. My drawing skills? I can probably make a... I mean, they're not great. If you can read the Patreon, they're not great, but they're better than Chris. I can do some really... I've done some kind of disturbing drawings of Chris. I'm not going to lie. They're kind of weird, but kind of creative too, I think. What's up with the cam? Not much. I don't know. Hello, Mexico. Yes, I did make a graphic novel. Let's not talk about my graphic novel. My cousin is too. Big fan, sending you good vibes. Thank you so much. The Wallflower is a person who didn't want to be involved in internet madness that was Christian, so all the trolls and specters didn't ever use her real name out of respect. Alchemy got crapped out hard because their dad. Okay. Have I? What is it called? What? What? What is what called? Oh, the graphic novel. I'm not telling. Yeah, I'm not telling. It's too disturbing. Okay. I'm not shy about my novel. I'm ashamed of my novel. Jackie is part 27, I think. It's not adorable, it's disturbing. Okay. Confidence is key. Okay. Now it's goodbye for real. I'm not ashamed, because it's too disturbing. It's more disturbing than some parts of Sonic 2. So it's from a. I got that Patreon picture you mailed out of Chris laying down. I don't think I will be able to sleep again. Oh! Thank you so much. Glad it arrived safe. Are you actually Christian? No. Have you met anyone in Japan who knows about Christian? No. I mean, there's like a... My gift's friend's husband is aware of Christian, and he calls me an otaku because I'm interested in Christian. Okay, now it's really goodbye. It wasn't hardcore Shota. It wasn't hardcore Shota, but it was... Anyway. Thank you so much for joining in. Thanks so much for indulging in my rambles. And does a gift speak English? Of course. I'm this up. Bye. The wallflower's kind of all kill herself. She kind of is, but... Bye. Bye, Planet. Bye, Dr. Naz. Bye, Zark. Good morning. Good night. Good evening. Whatever it may be for you. It's good afternoon for me. Have a good week. Have a good rest of the day, rest of the night, whatever it may be. Thanks again for your support. Hope you take care of yourselves and someone else. I'll see you when I see you. Enjoy Quick Part 25 coming this weekend. Coming at you live. Thanks again. Bye. See you next time.